Hi, I'm Spadefish. Welcome to my sketchbook tour. I've seen a lot of these online, and I've wanted to do one for a really long time. This is my first one, so hopefully it will be good. This is my 2021 to May 2022 sketchbook. I've been sketchbooking regularly for a pretty long time. It usually only takes me about a year to finish a sketchbook, but this one took me a little bit longer. Alright, let's just get into it. Obviously I've got a lot of stickers on the front, I've got a lot of stickers on the inside too. They're from all over the place. If I can remember where any of the stores and stuff are, I'll put them in the description. So here we go. So this is my first page. It's a big watercolor piece. I try to do something fun on the first page. Sometimes I'll even start doing stuff in sketchbooks on like the second or third page before I do anything on the first, because I want the first one to look really cool. But yeah, these are some of my favorite birds, and I just wanted to do a little painting of them. Over here, actually, you can see the thumbnails for the bird painting. This is my OC Baron. I draw him a lot. You'll see him a lot in here. This is just some colored pencil stuff. I wanted to do a lot of colored pencil in this sketchbook. Here's some more colored pencil stuff. These are some of my Flight Rising dragons, because I be loving Flight Rising. This is my OC Nox. I love him. You'll probably see more of him in here too. More colored pencil stuff. More colored pencil, more OCs. This is Casca, my funny little... He's my Perthis. They're an original species of mine. Funny little snake people. Sorry if I'm going kind of fast, I don't really... I've never done this before, so I don't really know what to do. This is Glenn. This is Glenn Feraldarius, who I stole from Intelligent Systems, and he's my child now. This is ink and alcohol marker, it looks like. I use a lot of different alcohol markers, so it's not really just one kind. I really love using colored ink, though. Oh my god, hang on, sorry. That noise in the background is my cats. So I have an injury in my right hand, which is my dominant hand, so sometimes I can't really use it for extended periods of time, so every now and then in this sketchbook you'll see, like, random left hand pages in here. So, like, I have some stuff that I did with my right hand and then stuff that I did with my left hand. Just because I hate not being able to draw when my hand is hurt. Here's some more left hand stuff. I think this one was just one that I did for fun, like I was warming up with my left hand, and then I took a couple of... Hang on, I'm so sorry, baby, no! My cat was attacking one of my husband's packages. What was I saying? So I did this one as a warm-up, and then took a couple of, like, left-hand doodle commissions from my patrons. I think the next page has some of those too. Yeah, so these two are left-hand doodle commissions, and then these I did later and just stuck them in there too with my OCs. Here's some color pencil stuff. Monster Hunter. I love Puke Puke. I got into Monster Hunter Stories 2 this year, and I really love it, so I did some Monster Hunter stuff. This is my OC, Micah, my Flagrant Wizard self-insert. These two I did in ink at the same time, and then I think I came back with this one a couple months later and just drew it on a paint sample and stuck it in. I love drawing on paint samples. Here's some ballpoint stuff. I like ballpoint a lot too. I think it's really fun and smooth. This is my OC Diodos. He's one of my oldest OCs, and then this is this is a little original creature. Some not color pencil, just normal pencil. Normal pencil sketches of Connolly. I'm watching my cat about to knock the trash over. Please don't. Sorry, I'm turning pages really weird too. These are some pictures of Yuri. I think these are colored ink and more alcohol markers and highlighter, I think. Yeah, I think that pink is highlighter. It's a little hard to see, but there's like roses and stuff in the background, and that's all highlighter. OCs, this is Fantasio and Vivian and Azazel from my old webcomic that I haven't touched since like 2016. Maybe 2017, I don't know. I used to do a comic, it was fun. One day I would like to go back and maybe do some more with it, but these are colored pencil. I've just been informed that taking long videos will make my phone heat up. So these are colored pencil, and then I went on top of them with colored ink, and then went back in with more colored pencil. More OCs, that's Nox and Roman. Funny little guys hanging out. It's violent. Some funny little ink dragons. I think I was like watching my husband play a video game or something and just like doodling little dragons with a brush pen. Deltarune stuff. I have a Jevel, I don't know how to say his name. And some Chris. I love them. And I love using these shiny pens. More Baron. This is actually, I think, my favorite page in the sketchbook. I'm a little zoomed in, so you can't really see all the corners and stuff, but this one was a lot of fun. It's just like that highlighter from before and like a red, I don't know, I think it's like a felt tip pen or something like that, just like a red felt tip, and then a red ink fine liner, and then a brush pen. That's all the black outline. So this was, my mother-in-law bought that, Crayola did that, like, skin tones from around the world, or like global skin tones or whatever. She got the marker set and the color pencil set because she wanted to like prove to a coworker that it was real or something, because they didn't believe her. And she was like, okay, well, I proved my point, so these are yours now. So I was like, well, that's cool. So I did some funny little doodles with them. So these are done with the markers up here, and then these are the colored pencils. Obviously, some of the colored pencils I used are not from that set, because there are no like blues or purples or reds or oranges or anything, but all of like the skin tones and the neutral tones are from that set. It was actually surprisingly kind of fun to work with Crayola markers. This was a little risque. I was actually kind of debating whether or not I wanted to put this one in my sketchbook. It's also really small, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. But this was a redesign for one of my Four Swords AUs. I guess more of an AU that just has Four Swords in it, but that's bio in red. Here's more Micah with his funny little birds. So here's an exercise that I saw online. The challenge is basically to make birds out of 8s. So like every single one of these birds was like an 8 at some point. Like this one here was like very obviously an 8, and then this one you can kind of see like the circle here and the circle here, and some of the 8s were like really long. But then you just turn them all into birds, and that one was a lot of fun, and I'll probably do it again at some point. Funny little birds. This was, this one's a little self-indulgent. So my OC Micah started off as, I guess his design sort of started off as, art for Witch Sona Week, which is really fun. And I wanted to kind of go back and compare, like, my original, like, Witch Sona design with his current design. I'm obviously not going to read all this text off, but yeah, old costume. This is my first Sona, drinking a funny little drink, because I love to be drinking funny little drinks. Probably coffee. Here's my old Fursona, whose name was Gray, and he's a Periton. I think I think this was another time when I was just, like, sitting on the couch, and my husband was playing a game, and I was just drawing stuff. And then this is my old Fursona meeting my new Fursona. Here's another funny little ink drawing. Silly little dragon. I love using brush pens, they're really fun. Oh jeez. Here's my OC Gideon. He's just a little guy. This is more colored pencil stuff. I wanted to, like, start getting into, I guess not really getting into, but just, like, making a habit out of, like, adding little pops of color to pages that are otherwise just, like, black and white or gray and white or whatever. And I think it's cute. It's kind of a cute little effect. Here's some ink drawings. We have a Takumi, we have a Grima, we have a debatably somewhere between Robin and Grima. These were fun. I don't draw these characters as much anymore, so it was nice to go back and revisit them. Oh geez, this page is not gonna film well at all, I see. So these are like, oh geez. These are like these shiny markers where like you draw with them and they like make a border of the color they're supposed to be, but they're like all silver on the inside. Just funny little doodles. Oh, these are one-line drawings, so obviously the whole point is you put your pen down and you keep drawing and you can't lift your pen until the drawing is done. So obviously some of these came out better than others. Those cats are a little frightening. I think the owl came out pretty good and the deer turned out pretty okay. I think the gecko is funny, he has no pupils. So here, my mother-in-law, Erica, got me these, like, they're almost like watercolor brush pens, but they're ink, so they're just, like, filled with colored ink, and you paint them on with a brush pen or whatever. So this was my, like, test page where I got used to them and then doodled a bunch of these little cats that I love. And they're actually really fun. I haven't used them in a while. Like, I think they show up a couple more times in the sketchbook, but it's been a hot second since I touched them, and I should play with them some more. They're a lot of fun, and the colors are super vibrant and really beautiful. Yeah, so here's some more of those. I wanted to do like an actual illustration, so like my line art all here is done in like colored ink and then colored in with the brush pens, and then this is just brush pen over here. And then this one, I think, like, these two were done at the same time, and then I just had this blank space underneath, so I was like, well, something needs to go there, so then later I went back and did a little doodle with a colored ink pen. I can't tell if oh, maybe that's a ballpoint. I think that, yeah, that's a ballpoint pen, not colored ink. I was like, I don't think I would have done colored ink without sketching before. Oh geez, here's some more of that shiny pen. I'll see if I can... My camera is really close to the table, so if I move it too close, I'll bump it. But you can see some more of those funny little doodles. And then I think I went in with a normal marker and colored some of them in. So like this owl got a little color, and this rose and this snake. And it looks like I just like sketched over with like a red felt tip or something on those. That doesn't look super great, but it's whatever. I really love the angel in the top right corner though. I wish I could show it a little better. I think he would make like a cool sticker, a pin or something. So this is more OCs. I do a lot of like angel and demon stuff, as some of you guys who've been following my art a long time would know pretty well. But I don't have a lot of succubus characters, so I was like, I'm gonna sit down and design a succubus character. So him I had already designed, and I just hadn't given him a name yet. But her, I sat down and I was like, what would my ideal succubus look like? Like, what would it, like, if someone was gonna get me instantly, what would they look like? So that's how I kind of designed her. Like, I don't know, I have a lot of favorite kinds of girl, but one of my absolute favorites is, like really obviously, like, goth with, like, the super straight hair and, like, the hime cut, and all that, so... That's how she got made. This is some more Flight Rising stuff. I think these are all, yeah, these are all Gaijinkas of my dragons, and then there's a little Bane scale up here. The baby's on the desk again. Baby, no! Baby, no! No! Why are you knocking things over? I may or may not edit that out later. We'll see how good I am at video editing. These are some Dino RP stuff. I have a little Combi Ash and a little Microraptor Glen chasing a little possum. Oh, and then he's chasing a little bug up here. I love Dino RP, it fuels my soul, even. Here's some more Grima. Funny little doodle with him, and a funny little brush pen doodle with him. That might actually be one of those ink pens. No, I don't think it is. I don't know. Mostly just colored ink here. And then this is kind of a redraw. A couple years ago, I want to say like 2017 or 2018, I did this big watercolor painting that was I guess like a parody or a study of, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. It's like someone in the Sphinx, and it's like a Greek hero, but I literally can't fucking remember his name. Oh well. But it was with Robin and Crom, with Robin as the Sphinx and Crom as the hero, and I wanted to redraw that Sphinx Robin, so it was a lot of fun. This is another redraw. I think this was a god, I don't even know how old this picture was. This picture was like 2013 or 2014 probably. But I redid it with ballpoint pen and then later came back and threw some watercolor on it, and I think it turned out pretty good. Here's some more ballpoint pen stuff. I had a really old, like, sci-fi setting from a while ago, like I was still in high school when I was developing this setting. And then recently got into Jay Eaton's work. Their stuff is really, really cool. They're on Tumblr and Twitter, and I highly recommend that you check them out. They do a lot of like speculative biology, and their alien species are just really, really cool. So I was like, man, I should go back and look into my sci-fi settings some more and figure out what I want to do with that. So this was sort of like touching up on one of my old original species. And like kind of gently touching up and redesigning like one of the main characters from that setting. And then here's another one of them. This is the old design, and then I was playing around and figuring out the new design. This is a picture of Ash in some of my outfits, or I guess just one of my outfits. I have this funny little cat hoodie and these funny little cat socks. Here's some mushrooms. I started watching gel arts on YouTube, and they were talking about like doing like multimedia paintings. And I used to do like some multimedia stuff back when I was working on my concentration in high school, but hadn't really touched it like since then. And watching their videos, like they're like doing all of these like really beautiful like pictures where they have like watercolor and gouache and colored pencil and all of this stuff, and I was like, man, that looks like fun, I miss doing that. So these are some of that. No gouache here, but I did do watercolor and colored pencil, and then some of the details on top are Posca, so like this, the white spots on those and like the yellow highlights and stuff on those, that's all Posca. And then later came back, ooh, this films really horribly. Kind of hard to see, but I have another paint sample with some mushrooms drawn on it, but it's like super neon, so it doesn't really show up on camera super well. That's sad. Oh my god, please. Here's some funny little doodles. I'll probably turn these into adopts at some point, we'll see. Here's some doodles of Yuri. I love him, I draw him a lot. I think these... Oh, I was in New Mexico when I drew these. We were just hanging out, and I doodled some funny little Yuri. There's... I think this is actually, like, this isn't even an art pen at all. It's, like, this fancy, like, feather pen that I got at Earthbound or something. But it's just, I don't know, I really love how thin it is. It's really fun to work with. And then just random alcohol markers underneath, and then pencil sketches. This was just like kind of thinking about like what he might kind of wear as like a casual outfit, because I think that his time skip outfit is a little bit silly. And then this is from one of the AUs that I play him in, where he's a funny little naga. These are some self-portraits. This is on my birthday, actually. I had a bunch of funny little cat stuff on. I really love cats. I don't know if that's super obvious or anything. But yeah, so I had some funny little cat ears, and my mother-in-law got me these really cute little cat socks that had like actual little toe beans on them, and they were really cute, so I just drew the funny little outfit that I was wearing. And then I drew like a more serious self-portrait over here, and then a much less serious self-portrait over here. These are just some random doodles, I think also in ballpoint pen, some funny little mice, a funny little Flight Rising mirror, some funny little cats, a funny little spiral, also from Flight Rising. This was, my sister was over and we were watching Jerma play Viva Pinata, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and I was trying to draw the pinatas only as they appeared on screen, so I couldn't really reference them super well. So a lot of them just look sort of silly, but it was a lot of fun. Here's some more silly little cats. I really love drawing those little cats with the, I don't know how to describe, just those funny little faces where the mouth comes up like super high. Here's some more pictures of Micah, also done with that funny little feather pen that I got at Earthbound. Him holding his birds and petting one of his birds. I think a couple of the people that I've shown this picture look at this one and they're like, what the hell is he doing? Like, wouldn't that hurt? But that's actually That's called an ice cream hold, or an ice cream cone hold, and it's one of the ways that you hold like a bigger raptor while you're like weighing them or tagging them or whatever. It keeps their talons out of the way, because I think a lot of people don't know, but raptors, birds of prey, are really powerful, and if they get their talons around you, they can actually like break bones, so it's really important to keep those out of the way. Here's some more Fantastical doodles. This was kind of like a sort of a lazy redraw of one of the comic panels, him and Vivian at the farmer's market eating honey. And another funny little redraw from one of the really early panels, and then just a silly little doodle down here. This is, I know, a lot of people aren't super familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, or they've only played the Bloodlines video game, which is not very good, but a while ago, I was in a self-insert campaign, so like we all made a character based on ourselves, and I played a Zamisi, which are these funny little flesh crafters, basically, so they just like change weird parts of their body, and they all like most of them look like really strange or really weird. So I wanted to go back and redesign what he kind of looked like, and then redesign a Zulo form for him, which is basically just like, they're called like war forms, and they turn into them when they need to do like really intense combat, basically. Here's some funny little angels, and whatever this guy is, I don't know, some sort of weird angel serpent. Hang on. There, you can kind of see that one a little bit better now. I love using shiny pens, but my god, they photograph horribly. Here's some more funny little creatures. I guess they could be angel adjacent, they're like little star creatures. I really like that old art of, oh my god, like Yalda, I can't pronounce his name, like Yaldabaoth? Yaldabaoth? I don't know. But like all those like big creatures where they're just like big serpents with like a sun or a star for a head, and then I follow someone on Twitter, I can't remember who they are off the top of my head, but I'll put it down in the description if I can remember. And they do some kind of stuff like that too, like they draw some little creatures that have little stars for heads, and I think that's really cool, and I think that should make more of a comeback. Metaphysical head-face creatures. Here's some more Gideon. These are just brush pen and colored ink. Oh, so here's a big watercolor piece that I did. Yeah, I think this is watercolor, colored pencil, and white ink. I don't think I used any Posca on this one. And then over here are some of my, I did like some deer studies just to like brush back up on their anatomy, and I did like a little thumbnail to see kind of what I wanted to do. Because I don't do like big full color illustrations super often. I used to do them a lot more, and I want to get back into them. So this is just like a fun little practice for me. This is an old original species, sort of back in my sci-fi setting. I also had a race of like plant people, who like lived on this big like kind of rocky cliff planet basically, and I was like, well, I should probably design like some sort of like natural predator or something for them, so I basically built this like strange cliff climbing horse dog thing. I don't know, so it's built to like move over the cliffs and like basically, like, it's an herbivore technically because it's eating plant people, but it's built like a carnivore because it still does have to like chase and hunt and catch and stuff. So that's one of them, and then another duel of them, which turned out kind of scary. And then another silly little original creature, and then an old original character. I think this is my last page. Yeah, this is my last page in here. And another one of my favorites. You might have seen it in the deer reference, like the deer references in the thumbnails or whatever, but I have this like rainbow colored pencil that I like never use, and when I used it for the reference page I was like, man, this is kind of fun actually, so then on my last page I wanted to use it like actually seriously, so I drew a bunch of my OCs. So here's my Sona again, and then here's Maylox, who actually patrons helped me name. Here's Nox again, here's Baron down here, and then in the middle is, I just named him recently, his name is Belef, but he's like my first ever persona from like, I don't even know, like 2009 or 2010 or something, and I was like, man, I'm gonna redesign him. And I did. Like, he kept a lot of his original stuff, but I like him now. I think, I did a doodle of him recently, and I gave him, like, a spaded tail, and I've been kind of debating giving him horns or something like that, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's it. I have, like, some shopping lists and, like, a VTM character sheet in the back of my sketchbook. And, oh, I also have, oh my god, I have oh, sorry, this is D&D, this isn't VTM. Somewhere I have VTM sheets. I have this, like, cheat sheet, basically, of all of my markers and stuff, so if I ever need to see what color my markers will be. I've gotten more markers since then, but, you know, it's helpful. But, yeah, that's it. Oh, I have, oh, I shouldn't say that, actually. That has, like, addresses and stuff on it. But yeah, thanks for watching my sketchbook tour. I really appreciate it. And hopefully, if this is something that you guys like, I'll do more in the future. Yeah, that's it. Bye!